Hello and welcome to this edition of Mark in the Park, a program where we tell you all the things going on at Urbana Park District. At Urbana Park District, you belong here. I'm Mark Schultz, and today we are joined by Elsie Hedgspeth, Outreach and Wellness Manager at Urbana Park District. Hello.
Hi.
And we are here to talk about staying fit and healthy in cold weather.
Yes.
Because weather's cold, all of our outside activities are done. We're not push mowing the lawn anymore. We're not taking beautiful walks around the block. But it still is very important to keep our activity level up, correct?
Oh, absolutely. It's vital to try and maintain the same level of activity because otherwise, if you've made progress during the warmer months, I'd hate for you to lose all of that. So it's vital to find something that you really love and can maintain throughout those colder months.
Because if you don't maintain that activity, your body's built a metabolism of saying, oh, I'm burning 3,800 calories a day, and then when you become sedentary in the winter, you change that metabolism, and if you don't change your eating,
Correct.
Boom,
Yes.
You're in trouble. So it's good also to just adjust if you get more sedentary to lower that caloric intake, correct?
If maintaining your weight or even continuing to lose weight is your goal, then yes, as your activity level decreases, your caloric intake needs to decrease as well.
And is there that one silver bullet exercise that you can do just 3 minutes a week and you'll burn 18,000 calories and you'll... No silver bullet?
No, despite what the internet or, late night infomercial TV programming wants to tell you, there is no quick 3-minute fix.
Is there one exercise, though, that, boy, you can really do this and you can get a nice workout?
A lot of exercises are that way. You'll find I'll stress throughout this entire talk that finding what works for you is going to determine what that exercise might be. Because I could sit here and prescribe running or swimming or something like that, but if you hate those, then that's not going to work for you. I will say that swimming is a wonderful full body workout that's going to work just about everything. But if you're someone like me, I hate swimming. Like actual swimming, not my favorite thing ever. So if someone were to tell me to do that's going to go in one ear and out the other. So really finding what works for you is going to be that magic prescription.
Because the thing that you like is the thing that you continue to want to do. If you're prescribed swimming, not only will you hate it, you'll give it up in a week.
Correct.
Yeah. And is walking really an exercise? I'm wearing my Fitbit and it says get 250 steps an hour. So I go out and I take a lap and I get my 250 steps an hour. But did I really exercise when I did that?
Essentially, yes. Not all exercise has to move you to the point of heavy breathing or, inducing sweating and being flushed in the face. Recent research has found that being sedentary and sitting is almost the equivalent of the new smoking. Like I've seen that tagline numerous places in research, sitting is the new smoking. And so the prescription for that or a way to remedy that is just what you said. Those of us who are working desk jobs, get up and move at least once every hour. The long-term benefits of that, even just getting up from your desk and taking a quick short walk, will work to deter some of those negative effects of sitting.
Not only does it get your heart going and get the blood flowing again, it can prevent some health problems. If you sit too long, you can get blood clots and get bad circulation in your legs.
Bad circulation, mobility issues. So yes, I'm not sitting here condoning smoking or saying that's gone by the wayside, but the long-term negative effects they're finding of sitting too much are right on par with someone who's like a heavy smoker.
Wow. Elsie Hedgspeth is our guest today on Mark in the Park. We're talking about winter activities, winter exercise. Keep that exercise up even when the weather is cold. And Elsie, what are some of the winter programs or the cold weather indoor programs, health programs that offered at Urbana Park District?
Well, actually, most of our programs that are offered year-round, except for those that are offered at the outdoor pool, are those that can be sustained year-round. So we have a variety of fitness and wellness classes, from yoga to Tai Chi, high impact, low impact, boot camp, water aerobics. All of those are offered year-round and are wonderful options if you get started in them that you're able to maintain year-round.
And I saw that boot camp. They give you a workout, don't
They
they?
do. They do.
And now there's also, for people who take a look and think, oh, I'm not in shape for boot camp. I need to get in a little bit. I need to start a little bit easier. I'm just getting started. Is there one type of exercise or type of impact that you would recommend for somebody who's just determined, I've got to make a change? Walking to get my mail and walking back to the house leaves me winded. So boot camp might not be the best thing to start with, but what do you start with?
So there are lots of things on the Urbana Park District schedule that would lend themselves to someone who's a beginner. I oftentimes ask people if if they know what type of physical activity do you find the least intimidating, that just sounds the least awful, because sometimes people who have been inactive for a while, they tell me it all sounds awful. I don't want to do any of it, but I know I have to. Okay, well, out of these options, what might sound the least terrible? And we kind of start from there, but I oftentimes prescribe that people try maybe our low impact aerobics, possibly a fit for life. Our water aerobics classes are always really great for those who are beginning, because it takes the impact off of the joints, and it can just give you kind of a soothing environment to be working out in within the water. So that's always a good option to try as well. And I always stress that people need to try. You need to try before you fully commit to something. I always have a try before you buy philosophy with Urbana Park District fitness classes. So people can come in and try a class for free before having to commit to signing up. Because I think that's kind of what strikes fear into some people as well, is the full-on commitment too. Like, oh, I've signed up for this 3-day-a-week class, so I better go. Try it out first. See if you're actually going to like it, if it's a good fit for you.
And we'll talk a little bit about a little bit later about other ways people can try things out with their passes. But you talked a little bit about water aerobics. So I've noticed, and I do this even if the water is, sometimes you do aerobics with water over your head where you can't touch. Other times, though, the Indoor Aquatic Center has a 4-foot pool.
We do.
And people can do water aerobics in there, or they can even water jog. You can jog in the water and you get the aerobic workout, the cardiovascular workout, without the pounding on the knees.
Yes.
So for people who get shin splints, and as they run they're going, hate this, hate this, hate this, water jogging and water aerobics could be an opportunity, correct?
Oh, absolutely. It really warms my heart and makes me happy when I go into our water aerobics classes and I see a variety of people. I mean, I think some people maybe have the preconceived notion that water aerobics is just for, like elderly women. Totally not. We've had women who are expecting and want to stay fit that way. And so we have pregnant women who come and take our water aerobics classes. We do have men who come and take our water aerobics classes. Those who are maybe trying to rehab and come back to exercise after an injury or something like that. And like you said, we do have several different options, not only in the different times of day that they're offered, so it's conducive to your schedule, but also shallow water and deep water options that are both going to provide you with an excellent workout.
And it really is invigorating when you're done with it.
It really is. Like, I always feel so good after I'm done attending one of our water aerobics classes, whether it be deep water, shallow water, or one of our aqua jog classes during the summer.
Cool deal. And also, in one way to become more fit is to watch what you eat. Now, is Urbana Park District offering nutrition type classes? Is there going to be healthy eating classes coming along? And there's going to be a new kitchen area coming along too, correct? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so at the Phillips Recreation Center, anybody who's familiar with Urbana and the area may have noticed that Phillips has gotten an outward facelift over the course of the past year. But we've really been listening to feedback from those in Urbana and the surrounding areas that cooking, nutrition, teaching type classes and programs are kind of where we're falling short in terms of our fitness and wellness programming. And so we've listened, and we are breaking ground on a brand new state-of-the-art teaching kitchen at the Phillips Recreation Center, which we're hoping should be open for programming by January 2019. And we're hoping to host a variety of different nutrition and cooking style classes there to target different age groups, different demographics, whether it's a fun ladies' night or whether it's cooking for a date night type programming, healthy eating, nutrition, education type programming. So we're hoping to run the full gamut of cooking and nutrition programming there.
So starting in 2019, if you happen to walk into Phillips Recreation Center, you might smell a good smell.
Right? Yes. Yes.
So make sure you have your appetite in when you come. And we were talking, I have one more exercise question, then we'll get into how people can go about trying them out. Is yoga really an exercise?
Oh, absolutely.
Just I'm not going to do it on camera, but just the stretching and the and all that. It is.
Absolutely. So I think this is where a lot of people, again, get the notion that, like, in order to be exercising, I have to be heavy breathing, flushed in the face, just sweating profusely. And that's not necessarily the case. There are several different elements or indicators of fitness. Cardiovascular fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility. Those are all components of being overall fit. Not to mention the mind-body balance of total wellness. Okay. So yes, yoga is absolutely a fitness style exercise, and there are many different types of yoga. Perhaps the element of fitness that you need to work on is the mind-body connection, and so maybe you need more of a gentle, meditative yoga. Perhaps you want to work on the strengthening, toning, and stretching benefits of yoga, and you need a little bit more intense of a yoga class. There's yoga classes that run the full spectrum.
Interesting. All right. So when they're doing the downward facing dog, you actually are working out.
Oh yeah. Have you ever held downward facing dog for like a minute or two?
No.
Oh yeah.
You've worked out.
It'll change your mind. It's completely fitness.
All right. Good deal. And for people who you say try before you buy, there's different ways people can try things out. You say people can try a class for free, just come in for free?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's one of our just regular fitness classes on the schedule, which you can find on urbanaparks.org on the fitness and wellness page, every class on that grid type schedule, other than Tai Chi, just because it has an educational component that builds upon itself, people can drop in, sign our waiver, and try it out.
And if people want to say, well, that was nice, let me go back again, or I'm going to go for 2 here, that didn't quite, not my thing, but let me go over here. There's passes, like flex passes. Tell us about those.
So I absolutely love the idea of our flexi passes. We have 3 different types, depending on the genre of exercise that you're wanting to focus on. So we have a land flexi pass, and that's probably the most comprehensive, and that will get you into any of our land-based fitness classes that are not yoga. So a lot of the classes I already mentioned during the program, Fit for Life, low-impact aerobics, high-intensity interval training, boot camp, Zumba, all of those are land-based exercise classes that are covered under that same pass. So it's really great if you want to mix up your exercise regimen throughout the week, which is really good. Keep your body guessing. I can use that same pass to take possibly low impact on Monday, Zumba on Wednesdays, and boot camp on Fridays. That same pass gets me into all of those classes.
Nice.
Yeah, and each pass is good for 10 classes. Okay, so that's land exercise. We have a water flexi pass that will get you into any of our water aerobics classes. So like I said, we have a lot of different time offerings. If your schedule fluctuates, for example, maybe you're able to attend early morning water aerobics on Mondays, but you have to go in the evening on Wednesdays. That same water aerobics flexi pass will get you into all of those classes. Or maybe you like to mix it up between shallow and deep water. Same pass works for both. And then lastly, we have a yoga Pilates flexi pass. And you can use that to get into any of our yoga fitness classes.
And people can find out more about that at urbanaparks.org. They can come on into Phillips Recreation Center and get and purchase a pass, right?
Oh, absolutely. And if I happen to be in the office, that's where I'm based out of, I'd be more than happy to speak with someone who's maybe new to exercise or at least new to our programming to give suggestions. I really take the time to try out any of our classes so that I know exactly what the instructor's like, what the intensity level is like, what the variety of exercises is like, so that I can give people a firsthand account of what they might experience in that class.
And let's leave people here with a message of hope. What would you have to say to somebody today who, it's been a several decades thing, but they've let themselves go, and they know that to have a higher quality of life and a longer life, they need to start exercising, but they don't know where to start, and it seems like it's hopeless. What message do you have for them today?
It's going to sound super cheesy, but almost in every facet of my life, I try to operate by the mantra that if it doesn't challenge me, it doesn't change me. Whether that be in the realm of physical exercise or academics or just, when I'm having a rough time in my personal life. If I'm being challenged, it's changing me, and usually for the better. And I would just share that with them. It's going to be difficult in the beginning. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It will be. Luckily, if you're going to come and exercise with us, we have wonderful staff and instructors who the class becomes like family. And if you've really found that home, it shouldn't be intimidating. Everybody in that class wants to see you succeed. They'll notice when you're gone. They'll talk to you about how your day has been. And I think if you get past that social element too, that can be kind of intimidating for someone, that is helpful as well. And also there's such a variety of classes that we offer that, again, finding something that you like, that you're actually looking forward to, that can help to ease some of those fears as well. And
it sounds like you and the rest of the Urbana Park District staff will come alongside that person.
Oh, absolutely.
We want that person to stay in class and get healthy, and it's going to be a situation where you will find them the right thing to get involved in. And you're right, there's no magic pill, there's no magic exercise, so you'll be huffing and puffing at the end of an exercise, but it's a start.
And I always say that it doesn't necessarily get easier, you're just getting stronger. And to feel that and realize it after a while, you'll be so glad you started.
urbanaparks.org, or you can call Elsie at Phillips Recreation Center at 367-1544. Elsie, thank you so much for bringing a message of inspiration and hope as we sit in the cold weather these days.
Thank you, Mark.
Elsie Hedgspeth, Outreach and Wellness Manager at Urbana Park District, has been our guest today, telling you, get up and get moving. Even when it's cold, you'll enjoy it and you'll be healthy. Remember, at Urbana Park District, you belong here. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Mark in the Park. I'm Mark Schultz. Have a great day.